Power to the people. And power to the truth. I want to keep this within 15 minutes or so. I'm going to entitle this video, "Where is the Chicano movement?" I first got involved in the movement, or in Spanish, movimiento, in the late 60s. I was in Maya, Mexican American Youth Association in high school, and I volunteered with the United Farm Workers Movement, UFW, the Great Boycott, and that led me to get involved with the Brown Berets. Back then there was like the walkouts in LA, and we had walkouts here in Sacramento. And there was more of a real movement going on. You know, I worked for the War on Poverty program. We had a local little newspaper called La Voz de la Juventud, the voice of the youth. This was back in the day when we had like a mimeograph machine, and we did our printouts, about 500 copies, 500 sheets of paper in a ream, and before the internet and all that. So a lot has changed since then. Now, with the power of the internet, things have developed more faster and more wider. Yet there's not the deep personal connection we had back then, when the basis of organizing was going door to door. At times we had street fairs around in Sacramento, around 14th and E Streets with the Washington Community Council, and we had hundreds of people come out, and we would have like stuff for sale, food and crafts and entertainment. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And then we had the Cinco de Mayo events at Southside Park, and those were open to anyone who wanted to come. And those were beautiful. Free, open. Then the wannabe businessmen, capitalists came in and closed off the park. They charged to get in. It's at Southside Park. Now it's not even at Southside Park, it's out at Cal Expo. You know, got co-opted. So the Chicano movement, we had like the anti-Vietnam mobilization. We had big rallies in LA. Ruben Salazar, who was a great journalist, was killed at the Silver Dollar Cafe. I drove by there in a van right before he got killed. I had taken down a group of youth from Sacramento in a Washington Neighborhood Center van. So at this point, I want to find out, where is the Chicano movement? What is it? I look at it as it being needing to be a part of the whole global liberation movement. And it is just distinct from the Black liberation movement, wherever that is. There's no Black Panthers anymore, not as an organization. So we need to see that even though we are one race of people as human beings, that there's still the concept of a race is a social invention. It's an invention. And we want to create a situation where each of us as a people, as a distinct, unique people, can contribute to the overall betterment of society and of the world. We know in the USA, white racism remains a major division among us as people, as so-called Americans. I'm a Chicano. I don't even identify myself as American. You do what you want. So we need to combat racism, and that means more than going to bed with someone of another race. That means more than being motivated subconsciously by a guilt complex, so you can't say nothing negative of the fascist Obama, or you're a racist. In a way, that reminds me of how you can't say nothing negative about the Jewish fascists that we have now in Israel, or you're anti-Jewish. So you need to think things out for yourself. Come to your own conclusions. Don't just adopt someone else's opinion because it's popular. And there was a time when a maniac named Hitler was pretty popular. So beware. In relation to the Chicano movement, we had the big immigrant rights rallies a few years back. And there is still stuff brewing in the background. There are some good organizations, yet what I'm saying is that we have a great potential to impact, we as Chicanos who are part of La Raza Cosmica, we have the potential to make great contributions to the world. Now imagine if so-called brown people were to unite with black people and come together with progressive white people in order to build up a countrywide progressive liberation movement. I believe that's where things should be moving towards. And we need to have a vision. We need to see with our eyes on the horizon. So I still have faith in the people, not in any organizations or any great heroes. All my heroes are dead. So Chicanos need to, first of all, find out who they are, where they are. Now, white people don't have that hang-up. If you're white, you know you're white. You know, you see another white person, you see, well, you identify because you're white and he's white. Despite what you say behind closed doors, we are not all one people. And we should not be naive and think that we are. We should strive to be in unity, in oneness, as one family of humanity. But because of racism and other divisions, we are not. That is the reality. That's not the way I want to see it, but that's the way it is. So we need to be aware of where things are at now. Chicanos need to be a part of the bigger picture. You know, we can try to work in the realm of consciousness in terms of capturing Chicano consciousness and raising that consciousness. We can't be isolationists, just stuck in our own cultural bag. And we need to be integrationists, where we are integrated into the world, into society, and we're able to move about among different peoples. If anything, we need to, all of us, especially me, become more bilingual. I'm surrounded by gringos who can barely speak English, so it's not that easy. I think as Chicanos, we have failed to really reach out to Mexicanos. We need to be aware of the immigrant rights struggle, the rights of immigrants. At the same time, the issues that confront us as Chicanos, Chicano Americans, power of the word, are not just about immigration. Many folks just think that we're talking about immigration. You know, we're not going to invade your country. Is it your country? How many millions of us are already here in the shadows? We're sure not in the shadows when we're picking your fruits and vegetables. We're not in the shadows when we're cleaning your backyard, your front yard, your side yard. You know, so take a look at that. Understand the power of the word and how words can be used to unite people and words can be used to divide people. I'm saying here that we need to create more of a self-awareness as Chicanos of who we are, where we're at, and at the same time not get stuck in the closet behind Chicanos. You know, we are first of all human beings. B-E-I-N-G-S, beings. We need to, all of us as a species, evolve into being humane beings. H-U-M-A-N-E. Where we have genuine care, authentic concern, and loving compassion for each other. Where we can see the beauty in our diversity, see the beauty in different cultural mixes, see the beauty in different colors, textures, flavors, and blossom as beautiful beings upon Mother Earth. Now, if that sounds crazy, I admit I'm a little crazy. Poco loco. Che Guevara said you have to be poco loco to talk about making a revolution. That's it for now. Forgive me if I just seem like I'm babbling. It is what it is. Love the people. Namaste.